Started. Okay. Comprehend. The font okay, put it as 16. Okay. So there is only one person moderator. Okay, right?
Waiting for name of the
Yakub already joined.
Yakub is waiting.
So Yakub able to hear my voice? Yakub.
Yes.
Hi Naresh.
Can you speak loudly, sir?
Okay.
Yeah, fine.
Okay, Yakub, how about now?
Okay, fine.
Hi Naresh, able to hear my voice? Naresh? Naresh, you there? Guys, please respond. If you are able to hear my voice, just say yes or no. Naresh? Hello? Naresh, you there? Naresh, please send a text message if you are able to hear my voice. Okay. So can I start now? Yakub? Okay. So guys, just want to introduce myself. So myself Arjun. So I have been working in the MNCs for around like 7 to 8 years. So guys, I don't want myself to be introduced to you people. I just want you people to introduce from yourself. Okay, so that I can understand how capable you are and how can you able to like cope up yourself whenever I try to deliver the knowledge to you people. Okay, so just stay attentive and don't treat me as your sir or anything like that. Just treat me as your friend. You can call me by name as well. So any kind of doubts, let it be a simple question. If you do not know like how to write A, B, C, D, what are they exactly? Just let me know. So I will be able to explain you clearly. So I don't hesitate in repeating the subject again and again. Okay? So is that okay, Yakub or Naresh? Guys, please respond so that I can have the response from you people.
Yeah, okay, fine, sir. Go ahead, sir.
Okay, Yakub and Naresh, please respond. Is that fine?
Yeah, okay, sir.
Okay. So Yakub, coming with you, like, can you please introduce yourself? Yakub, you there? Yakub.
I'm a fresher, sir.
Okay, let it be a pleasure. So I just want to hear some few words from your mouth here. So I just want to hear your voice, so that I can have how confident that you are and how confident are you, so that like I can make some imprints in you if there are anything that are lacking in you people. Okay, just tell me few lines about you.
I belong to Khammam.
Okay,
I'm new at VMware.
Yakub, let me tell you one thing. So whenever someone asks you to introduce yourself, first thing that you have to tell is okay. Okay, Yakub, no problem. So we have three people in here. So let me introduce these people. How about
My
you?
name is Mohammed Rafi. I'm the company. I'm past the years. I'm saying that at my reach develop, but I want to develop two companies. So I can be as well.
Okay. So, like, how about your like qualification?
Qualification is BTech.
BTech. So,
Yes.
your name?
Like
Rahim. So, where are you hailing from?
here.
Hyderabad
Now,
itself.
I'm
Okay.
staying at Hyderabad.
Yourself?
My name is Agnesh. I have passing BTech in 2015, so I want to get a job in IT. So I'm trying for that.
2015 is your passed out. Okay.
I'm Naresh. I'm coming from Khammam. Passed out in 13.
2013. Okay. So, any kind of background history, something, and anything, any way you worked till now?
I'm learning courses with that.
Okay. So,
DevOps.
okay. So, guys, so do you have any idea about this particular technology? Yourself, Rahim, yourself,
Just Sai Agnesh.
Sai, you,
Naresh.
Naresh, Yakub, Naresh.
No, sir.
Okay, Yakub, I'll be starting the introduction now. Just try to understand what I am telling you. Okay?
Yes, okay.
Okay. Okay. Yakub, able to see my screen? Jacob, you able to view my screen?
Yes, Arjun.
So first, let me tell you. So what is this particular virtualization and why you people are in here for the VMware? Okay. So you don't have any knowledge about this VMware, right? Jacob, I want yes or no from you, and Naresh as well.
No, I'm
So,
new.
so you are new to this particular technology, and Naresh as well, right? So you people are also new. So let me tell you, what is this virtualization is, and what is this VMware, and why only VMware? Okay. So try to understand. You know what is the system, what is a client, what is a server. All those things you are aware of this thing, right, Arjun? I mean, Jakub.
Yes.
So what is a server? Any idea? Guys, I want you people to respond because if I go on speak myself, then I will be trained. As I've already been trained, there's no use of speaking, right?
Yes.
So I want you people to respond so that you will get confidence when you speak here, you'll get habituated to it, and when you go to the interview round, you'll be able to open yourself. Okay? So just tell me what is server in any matter, guys. You don't have to panic or anything like that. Just tell me what you know. Okay, I'll correct you if you do any kind of wrong.
Server stores the data and it will maintain the systems to
Okay.
run properly.
Yes.
Accessing the OS from different areas.
Okay. Yes, sir.
One server handling the whole systems.
Correct. So whatever the answers that you said are correct. So servers are responsible for delivering the services to multiple clients. What are clients? What are clients? Systems. Normal desktops are called your clients. Okay. So guys, if you are opening some web link in the internet, www.google.com, where this particular website is hosted on, where this particular website is hosted on, it will be hosted on a server, so that whenever we are trying to ping that particular URL in the Internet Explorer, it is trying to hit that particular link in the internet. It will go to the server where that particular link is hosted on. So, are you the only one person who is clicking the google.com? Lakhs of people are using the google.com link, right? youtube.com, any other links. So, all these websites are going to be hosted on a server. They are not going to be hosted on a client. Okay, so the server's responsibility is to provide multiple service requests to multiple users, n number of users, lakhs and lakhs of users. Okay, so you now understood the difference between client and server. Client is nothing but my laptop from which I am opening my google.com. So here when I open youtube.com, it is sitting on server and we are able to see the YouTube. Okay, so this particular whole website is hosted on a server. Got it? So you understood client and server. In the same manner, what is virtualization here? So today's topic would be a complete introduction about what is virtualization, different advantages of virtualization and different types of virtualization, and what is VMware and why only VMware. Okay? So guys, what is virtualization is? You know the meaning of virtual? You can tell.
లేనిదాన్ని ఉన్నట్టు చూపించడాన్ని
Okay. So try to like convert it into English.
The object which is not available, we are showing
Okay.
that
Virtual is nothing but something we cannot see physical with our naked eye. Okay. The thing which cannot see with our naked eye, and that thing is called as a virtual. You understood, guys? అర్థం కాకపోతే చెప్పండి. Yakub, you able to understand Telugu? Yakub.
Yes.
Naresh, I don't see any response from you. Yeah, please speak up.
yes sir, yes sir, I can understood.
Okay. So you understood what I told just now? What is the meaning of a virtual? In general English, something we cannot see physically is called as a virtual thing. Okay. So in the same manner, virtualization is a technology which is used to convert the existing physical machines into virtual machines or logical machines. What is the meaning of logical and the virtual? Both are same. Logical, virtual. Logic is nothing but something you imagine. Virtual is also something you imagine, right? So, virtualization is a technology which is used to manage the physical resources as the logical ones, called as virtual machines. Guys, I am repeating again. Virtualization is a technology. Virtualization is a technology which is used to convert the existing physical machines or managing the existing physical machines as the logical machines, called as virtual machines. So this is the exact definition of the virtualization. So virtualization is a technology which is used to convert the existing physical machines or managing the existing physical machines as the logical machines, called as virtual machines. So guys, you should get used to this particular word, virtual machine. Okay, so going forward we are going to use this virtual machine. So in short term we will be calling it as the VM. Guys, you understood what is the definition of this? I hope no. I hope you did not understood, because this is the first time that you are listening to this definition. I'll try to explain in clear terms. Virtualization is a technology which is, why it is used is to convert the physical machines. What is a physical machine? You tell me.
Physical servers.
What is a physical machine? Is this a physical machine?
Yes.
Whatever the laptop that I am typing my text is the physical machine or a virtual machine? I mean, physical or logical?
Physical.
How are you determining it as a physical machine?
Because you can see it.
Because you are able to see it, right? Something which you see is called as a physical. Something you cannot see is called as a logical or a virtual. You understood now? So what this particular definition is saying, virtualization is a technology which is used to convert the existing physical machines. I am going to convert this particular physical machine into a logical machine, into a virtual machine or a logical machine, so that I don't make of this particular laptop. I don't want this laptop, so I can make use of the logical machine, right? In the same manner, first you understood till now what is virtualization is a technology which is used to convert the existing physical machines into the logical machines, called as virtual machines. It is also used to manage the existing physical machines. So guys, what is the configuration of a physical machine? Approximate, you tell me. Physical machine configuration ఎంత ఉంటుంది? Configuration అంటే తెలుసా? Specifications అన్నా చెప్పండి. ఫిజికల్, ఇప్పుడు మీ ఇంట్లో సిస్టమ్ ఉందా? You have a CPU, right? On your system, in your system or laptop. So what is the specifications of that particular server? I mean particular machine?
Operating system.
Specifications అంటే ఫస్ట్ హార్డ్వేర్ చెప్పాలి. అంటే what is the RAM, what is the CPU, what is the hard drive, what is the motherboard, and what is the OS that is installed on top of it. Okay, so you guys tell me. So first, what is the RAM for your system? So minimum is 4 GB. Okay, Yakub, Naresh, okay, just try to understand. I am telling you the physical configuration details. What is the CPU?
Yes.
CPUs. మీ ఇంట్లో ఉండే సిస్టమ్స్ కాన్ఫిగరేషన్ అడుగుతున్నాను అంతే. i5 అంటే ఎన్ని ప్రాసెసర్స్ ఉంటాయి? Guys, try to understand. If you are going to a market, CTC or computer bazaar, and if you are purchasing a system, he'll ask you the specifications, right? English అర్థమవుకపోతే చెప్పండి, I'll repeat in Telugu. Okay, so he'll ask you the specifications. అంటే మీకు ఎంత RAM కావాలి, ఎంత CPU కావాలి, హార్డ్ డ్రైవ్ ఎంత కావాలి అని చెప్పేసి అడుగుతారు. So what do you respond? I want a RAM of 8 GB, I want a hard disk of 1 TB, and I want a CPUs of i5 or i7 processor. But have you ever asked, like, I want a quad core processor, octa core processor, or hexa core processor? అడుగుతారు కదా, ఇప్పుడు i5 అనగానే వాడు ఏమంటాడు, he'll ask you how many CPUs do you require, quad core కావాలా, octa core కావాలా, dual core is no one is using, quad core కావాలా, octa core కావాలా, లేకపోతే hexa core or anything, right? So you will specify 8 CPUs or octa core or 8 CPUs. Let's say quad core would be more than enough. Quad core means 4 CPUs. Hard drive. Hard drive, 1 TB. OS, what kind of OS do you install?
Windows.
Windows అంటే దాంట్లో ఫ్లేవర్స్ ఉంటాయి కదా.
Windows 7.
Hmm?
Windows 7.
Let's say for example Windows 7. So these are the physical configurations of your particular machine. Let's exclude this particular OS. So guys, try to understand here. Whenever you purchase a physical machine, this machine comes with these specifications. What are they? RAM, CPU, and hard drive, right? So what I am telling you is virtualization is a technology which is used to convert the existing physical machines. Ante I am going to convert this existing physical machine into a logical machine, virtual machine, or managing the physical machines. Managing ante upgrading your physical machine. Your 4 GB is completely exhausted and 4 GB complete use అయిపోతుంది RAM. Hard drive is completely full. CPUs are completely filled up. I mean, the utilization of your particular system is completely high. What do you do next?
Upgrade.
Upgrade is nothing but you're managing here. Okay, managing your existing physical machines as the logical machines. Okay, so first we have to understand what are the disadvantages of this particular physical machines. You tell me. What are the disadvantages? Whenever you go to the organization, I'll tell you. Whenever you go to the organization, do you require only one system to work on? Only one server do you require? Multiple servers, right? So I'll tell you first what are the disadvantages. Your 4 GB is completely filled or completely used. Your hard drive is completely used. Your CPUs are completely consumed and you don't have any space, you don't have any RAM memory, you don't have any other CPUs to run any new applications. What do you do next? You'll మీరు చెప్పండి. You upgrade your what?
More enough space.
More space. Space ఒకటేనా? You upgrade all the physical resources. So you upgrade your RAM, you upgrade your CPU, you upgrade your hard drive, right? So what are you doing here? You are going to Computer Bazaar and you are spending some money. You are purchasing some new resources. You are purchasing additional 4 GB. You purchase additional 4 GB. You purchase additional 4 CPUs. So you replace this particular 4 CPUs with another 4 CPUs. So you replace this particular. I see some break in your voice. Hello, Yakub or Naresh? Repeat it again. I did not get you. Guys, repeat it again.
There is voice disturbance, sir. Your voice disturbance.
Okay, how about now? Is it audible?
Yeah. Okay. Now.
Okay. So guys, so have you understand till now? Naresh or Yakub?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so what I told you is I just told you what is a physical machine and what would be the specifications of a single physical machine. Okay, and I also told you like if that particular physical machine's configuration is completely exhausted, completely all the applications are utilizing your RAM, CPU, and hard drive. What do you do next? You will upgrade your existing system by purchasing additional RAM. You purchase additional CPU. You purchase additional hard drive, right? In the same manner, 4 GB, I am making it as 8 GB. CPUs, I am making it as 8 CPUs. Hard drive, I am making it as I'm adding another 1 TB. Like this, I am extending your or upgrading your physical resources of your system. Got it? So you incur some additional cost here, right? To purchase 4 GB RAM, it requires 3,000 to 4,000. To purchase another 4 CPUs, octa-core processor, 5,000 to 6,000. Another hard drive, 4,000 to 5,000. Okay, you purchased till now. It ran for 1 year. And now again, same thing. Your 8 GB RAM is completely utilized. Your CPUs, octa-core processors are completely utilized. Hard drive 2 TB is completely exhausted. What do you do now? You again upgrade. You again upgrade, right? So you make this particular 4 GB, 8 GB RAM with another 4 GB, another 4 GB CPUs with another 4 CPUs, 12 CPUs, and another 1 TB of hard drive. Like this, as you go on increasing your resources of your hard drive, till what extent can you extend? Right? There is some limit, right? So you can extend to maximum 24 GB or 32 GB of RAM, maximum. As of now, whatever the motherboards that are in the market, they are supported for only 32 GB of RAM of 64, maximum 64 GB of RAM. Right? You did not be able to see a RAM with 64 GB till now. Maximum 8 or 16 CPUs. Right? So 4, 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 GB is more than enough. More than enough. Okay? Or 16 GB. 16 GB of RAM and octa-core processor or hexa-core processor and 2 TB or 3 TB of hard drive. Can you extend more than this? Can you extend more than this? No. So all these physical machines cannot be used as the servers. Earlier, they used to use this particular physical machines as the servers. So why do you call this particular physical machine as a server?
Because they used to store the data.
A desktop can store the data. Why are we not calling this particular desktop as a data? This laptop is also storing some data, right?
Only single person is using this.
Only single person is using this. Okay.
The server can be used by multiple users.
Multiple users. Okay. No. Why are you calling it as a server? Okay, I know. Why this is called as a server, I know. Because this particular server is servicing multiple clients. But on looking at this particular thing, do you call it as a client or a server? Whenever you see a laptop or your home desktops, do you call it as a desktop or a server?
Desktop.
You call it as a desktop, right? So what do you call the server as? How do you call? On looking at a particular desktop or some machine, how can you determine whether it is a desktop or a server?
Which is not visible and we can
That is fine. That is fine. Desktops are visible, servers are also visible. So I'll tell you what is a server and what is a client. So whenever you install any client operating system on top of a machine, that is called as a desktop. And whenever you install any server operating system on top of a machine, that is called as a server. Guys, very, very important. Whenever you install any client operating system on a machine, that is called as your desktop. And whenever you install any server OS on a machine, that is called as a server. So I am asking you people, what are the different types of client operating systems do we have? So guys, respond. So what are the different client operating systems do we have? Anna, koncham just try to think. Client operating systems and desktops lo no operating system. Desktops and me systems kada. So whatever the systems that you have in your home, those are called as your desktops, right? So on your desktops, what kind of operating systems can you install? Those comes under client operating system. Those are client operating system. One is Windows and Linux. So in Windows, what are the different client operating systems do we have? Windows, different flavors are come with me. So in Windows we have Windows 7, Windows 8, Windows 10. That's it. Earlier we used to have Windows XP, Windows XP, or something like that. Okay, so all this comes under your client operating systems. And in Linux, that is your server.
Ubuntu.
That is Ubuntu. Okay, fine. Ubuntu. And Fedora, it is a server. Fedora is also a server. So Ubuntu only comes under Linux client operating systems. Now, what are server operating systems? This is very important. So we have different server operating systems. Windows 2003, 2008, 2008 R2, 2012, 2012 R2. Only this latest is 2016. Okay, these are your server operating systems. In Windows, Linux, RHEL, RHEL 5.5, 6.0. Okay, and what are they?
Red Hat.
What are the different flavors of Linux or Unix? You know what are the different flavors of Windows here, right? Windows 2003, 2008, 2008 R2, 2012. There are different types of server operating systems. What are the different types of Linux operating systems? Red Hat, Enterprise Linux 5.5, 6.0, and Chipandi. Who is the owner for Linux actually?
No idea.
Oracle. Okay, Oracle is owning the Linux now. Oracle people have took over the Linux. Next is here Solaris. Next HP UX. Next IBM AIX. So all these are different flavors of your Linux. Okay, so Solaris, HP UX, and IBM AIX are the different types of Linux operating systems. Windows operating systems are these things. Okay, so you can install any kind of operating system on top of your physical machine. So we don't speak about this particular client operating systems. We would be learning only the server operating systems. Okay, so this particular server operating systems can be installed on top of your physical machine. Whenever you purchase a hard drive for the first time from the market, you install one operating system, right? So what kind of OS do you install? Client operating system. But whenever you install the server operating system on top of it, it will become as a server. Now you understood the client and server. ఎప్పుడైనా గుర్తుపెట్టుకోండి, whenever you install any kind of this server operating systems, Windows 2008, 2002, 2012, 2016, or Solaris or HPX or IBM AIX, that particular system will become as a server. Okay, so what I am telling is virtualization is a technology which is used to convert the existing physical machines. So ఒక ఆర్గనైజేషన్కి వెళ్ళారు మీరు, యూ గాన్ టు ఏ కంపెనీ, there you already see some physical servers, అంటే you see some machine installed with 2008 R2 or 2012 server operating system. So that is called as a physical one, right? Because you are able to see it. Okay, like this, do you see only one physical server in the organization? They have to maintain thousands and thousands of physical machines, right? They have to maintain thousands of physical servers. For that, what they have to do, they have to purchase the hardware for each and every server, right? అంటే separate గా ఒక CPU ఇంత ఉండాలి కాన్ఫిగరేషన్ అని చెప్పేసి దే విల్ ఇన్కర్ సమ్ 40,000 or 50,000 for each system. They require thousands of systems, right? So they have to purchase the physical servers by going to the market. What is happening here? Cost is increasing, right? Yakub and Naresh, just try to understand. They are purchasing the physical machines physically by putting some amount. Here the cost is increasing. So why do we have to increase the input the cost here? We can exclude the cost by converting this particular physical machines into a virtual machine, so that I can decommission the old physical server. I want to convert this physical laptop into a virtual machine so that I can make use of that virtual machine. So I don't have to use this particular physical machine. Here I am decommissioning the physical machine now. What is happening here? We are reducing the cost, so we don't have to purchase any new hardware now. You can create a virtual machine freely, or managing the physical machines. So let's say, for example, this is a physical machine with this particular configuration. I want to manage this physical machine as a virtual machine. Try to understand here. This is a virtual machine. After I convert that particular physical machine into this virtual machine, okay, this is the same configuration that I will get on a virtual machine. Okay, so here the advantage of virtual machine is you can easily upgrade the resources. You can easily upgrade the resources. You can increase the RAM, you can increase the CPU, you can increase the hard drive to unlimited. I'll tell you the specifications, restrictions later, but as of now, try to understand you can freely and easily upgrade your RAM, CPU and hard drive. You don't have to purchase any RAM, you don't have to purchase any CPU or hard drive if you want to upgrade your virtual machine resources. Now you understood? Physical machine, you have to purchase it and you have to put it, and there is some restriction that you can only upgrade till 16 GB of RAM or 2 TB of 3 TB of hard drive and octa-core processor. But in virtual machine, you can add n number of resources here. You can add additional 4 GB or additional 4 GB. Like this, you can add multiple RAM, or you can increase the RAM to maximum extent. 250 GB RAM is also there for a virtual machine because we people use it. Okay, hard drive also same thing. You can 16 GPUs, 24 CPUs, 32 CPUs. Like this, you can increase the RAM, CPU, and hard drive of your virtual machine freely. Okay, so you are converting this physical machine into a virtual machine. You converted it, right? And you are managing the virtual machine by upgrading the resources. All these things, converting the physical machine into virtual machine, upgrading the RAM, CPU, hard drive of your virtual machine, all these are going to be done with the help of what technology? Virtualization. Now you understood the clear point? Virtualization is a technology which is used to convert the physical machines or manage the physical machines as virtual machines or logical machines. అన్న అర్థమైందా యాకూబ్ నరేష్?
Yes, sir.
Yes. You are clear, right? Guys, I am explaining you from the scratch. Try to understand very clearly. Okay, so this is the base that you people need to have. Okay, you understood what is the definition of virtualization in simple terms and in the official meaning, and you understood what is a client and what is a server, and you also understood what are the different types of client operating systems and what are the different types of server operating systems, and why we call it as a client and why we call it as a server. Now we have to know what are the advantages of this virtualization. What are the advantages of virtualization? You tell me, guys. First advantage, cost reduction. Cost reduction. Second, resources or manpower. I'll tell you. Resources can be minimized. Next, space can be consumed. Last and foremost is power consumption can be reduced. Guys, these are the 4 advantages of you making use of the virtualization technology. Ante, what is the use of making use of this particular virtual machines instead of physical machines? ఇప్పుడు ఒక 1000 physical servers ఉన్నాయన్న మీ ఇంట్లో, 1000 machines ఉన్నాయి. ఆ 1000 machines మెయింటైన్ చేయాలంటే ఎంత కష్టం? You require cost because you have to purchase new hardware and you have to purchase new resources, and you require manpower. అంటే ఏంటి? మీరు ఒకరు సరిపోతారు ఒక 1000 systems ని మెయింటైన్ చేయాలంటే? You have to maintain multiple administrators, right? ఒక సర్వర్ డౌన్ అయిపోయింది. So whenever a server is down, whenever a server is down, among the 1000 servers, how do you recognize which server is down? Right? Among the 1000 servers, how do you identify which server is down? it is very difficult if you have only 1 or 2 admins, right? You need to have around 50 to 60 administrators to manage multiple physical servers. So manpower is being used more here, right?
Yes.
Physical work is more. This can be reduced with the help of virtualization. Third thing, space. Guys, if you want to manage 1000 physical servers, where do you place the servers?
In this room where
Room. What do we call that room in the technology wise? Naresh or Yakub?
Server.
server.
That is, those are the servers.
Server.
Where do you place the servers? Naresh, Yakub, guys, you tell me. Everyone knows this term. I want you people to tell us. Where are the servers are located? ఇప్పుడు డెస్క్టాప్స్ అంటే మీ ఇంట్లో ఉంటాయి అన్న, మీ ఆఫీస్లో ఉంటాయి డెస్క్టాప్స్, బట్ సర్వర్స్ ఎక్కడ ఉంటాయి? Where do the organizations maintain their servers? ఇప్పుడు youtube.com, google.com, all these are hosted on servers, right? ఒక సెక్యూర్డ్ లొకేషన్ లో ఉండాలి ఇవి. Where do they placed?
Yeah, it's island like.
Okay, so those will be placed remotely, different islands or different countries.
Yes.
What do we call that particular as? ఒక రూమ్ లో ఉంటాయి, రైట్?
Yes.
What do we call that room as?
Yes.
Huh? చెప్పండి. సర్వర్స్ ఎక్కడ ఉంటాయి అన్న? రూమ్ లో ఉంటాయి. ఆ రూమ్ ఏమంటాం మనం? సర్వర్ రూమ్ అంటాం. What is the different meaning of that particular server room? Nothing but a data center. Guys, try to understand, a data center is a system where all your physical servers are hosted on. Okay, so in order to maintain a data store, it should have enough space, it should have enough power supply, it should have some enough resources. Okay, so what is the main advantage of this particular virtualization is you are not going to use these physical machines. Okay, so without making use of this particular physical machines, how are you going to make use of these machines? As in physical machines లేకపోతే we are making use of these virtual machines, right? So we are replacing the physical machines with the virtual machines. We are replacing the physical machines with the virtual machines. So are we going to buy any machines now? ఏమైనా separate వెళ్ళి మళ్ళీ purchase చేస్తున్నామా physical machines? You can create the virtual machines freely. You can create the virtual machines freely and very easily with the same configuration as your physical machines, as we did it right here. So you see here, this is a virtual machine. Look at the screen. This is a virtual machine which has this amount of configuration, and this is a physical machine which has this amount of configuration. Same configuration is there for physical and virtual, right? So you can manage the physical machine as a virtual machine here with same configuration that as your physical machine. So what is happening here? You don't have to purchase any new hardware now. You don't have to purchase any new physical server. If you want any server, if you want any new machine, you can create it as a virtual machine. Here what is happening? Are you putting any cost to purchase a physical machine? You are freely creating a virtual machine same as your physical machine, right? And అర్థమవుతుందా? కాస్ట్ పెడుతున్నామా ఇక్కడ?
No.
Here the cost is completely reduced, right? So we are not purchasing any physical machine now. If you require any new system, you are creating it as a virtual machine. Here the cost is completely reduced, right? Sorry, కొత్త హార్డ్వేర్ పర్చేజ్ చేయడానికి ఫిజికల్ మిషన్స్ కి పర్చేజ్ చేస్తున్నాయి. Now you are creating as a virtual machine. The virtual machine also has a scope of exhausting the resources. Virtual machine RAM, virtual machine CPU, virtual machine hard drive can also be increased, right? అది కూడా ఇంక్రీజ్ అయిపోయి ఫుల్ అయిపోతుంది. అప్పుడు ఇంకో సర్వర్ కాదు, ఎగ్జిస్టింగ్ సర్వర్ ని యూ హ్యావ్ టు అప్గ్రేడ్. 4GB ర్యామ్ ఉంది వర్చువల్ మెషిన్ కి ఇనిషియలీ, అయిపోయింది 4GB. నవ్ యూ హ్యావ్ టు అప్గ్రేడ్ ఇట్ టు 8GB. యూ కెన్ డూ ఇట్ ఫ్రీలీ. ఫిజికల్ ఏమవుతుంది, వీఆర్ పర్చేసింగ్ అడిషనల్ 4GB మళ్ళీ మార్కెట్కి వెళ్ళి పర్చేజ్ చేసుకుని మళ్ళీ పెడుతున్నాం సిస్టంలో. అలా కాకుండా యూ కెన్ ఈజీలీ ఫ్రీలీ అప్గ్రేడ్ యువర్ ర్యామ్, you can upgrade your CPUs, you can upgrade your hard drive freely. డబ్బులు ఏం కట్టే అవసరం లేదు. Here also the cost is being reduced. అర్థమవుతుందా? ఫస్ట్ అడ్వాంటేజ్ వెరీ 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 ఇంపార్టెంట్. The main background of using this virtualization technology is cost reduction. You don't have to purchase any physical server. You don't have to purchase any physical resources. You can freely create a virtual machine same as your physical machine. You can freely upgrade the resources, RAM, CPU and hard drive of your particular virtual machine. Freely and no cost. So here the cost is reduced. First advantage you understood. Next, resources. All these 1000 physical servers, if I am managing under a single place, how many resources do you require? ఇప్పుడు మీరు ముగ్గురు ఉన్నారు. You are looking at 200 servers. You are looking at 200 servers. You are looking at 200 or 300 servers. అవన్నీ మీ ముందే కనబడుతున్నాయి. Which server is failed? Which server is having some critical alert? Or which server is having some issue? You can easily identify when all those servers are managed from a single location. Okay, so if you have to access to the particular centralized location where all these 1000 servers are placed, you can also manage all the servers from a single place. Okay, so all these 1000 servers can be managed from a single place. Guys, you understood, Yakub and Naresh?
Yes,
Sir.
yes.
Okay, so here instead of maintaining 100 physical administrators, if we have just 4 to 5 administrators, they can easily manage all these 1000 servers, right? Because they will get an alert. Alert అంటే తెలుసు కదా, ఏదైనా సర్వర్ ఫెయిల్ అయితే మీకు అలర్ట్
Yes,
వచ్చింది.
yes, we know.
అక్కడ రెడ్ ఐకాన్ కనబడుతుంది మీకు, అంటే దట్ సర్వర్ ఈస్ హ్యావింగ్ సమ్ ప్రాబ్లం. దానికి వెళ్ళి చూడాలి ఏం ప్రాబ్లం అని చెప్పేసి. సో యూ కెన్ ఈజీలీ ఐడెంటిఫై వెన్ ఆల్ ది సర్వర్స్ ఆర్ మేనేజ్డ్ సెంట్రలీ. Here the manpower is reduced, right? Here the manpower is reduced. అంటే మల్టిపుల్ అడ్మినిస్ట్రేటర్స్ అవసరం లేదు, ఇంకా 100 to 200 అడ్మినిస్ట్రేటర్స్ అవసరం లేదు. జస్ట్ 4 or 5 అడ్మినిస్ట్రేటర్స్ ఆర్ ఇనఫ్ టు మేనేజ్ ద హోల్ ఇన్ఫ్రా. ఒక ఇన్ఫోసిస్ లో అయితే 2 lakh servers, just 10 administrators. 2 lakh servers are managed by 10 administrators. మన ఫ్రెండ్ కాల్ చేశాడు, వాడు బాగా చేసుకుని నేను ఏం చేయాలి. So here all the servers can be managed from a single place. You understood the second advantage now? Guys, understood?
Yes, yes.
Next is your space.
Yes.
Space can be consumed. You tell me. Space. What does the space mean? Data center space. So if you want to place 1000 physical servers, how much space do you require? You require more space, right? So do the data center people allow you people to put your servers freely? They'll charge some amount for the amount of area that is being occupied by your servers. 1000 servers, if they require one room space, they'll incur the charge for this particular room to manage your servers. So here, instead of maintaining all these physical servers, 1000 physical servers, if you remove all of them and if you maintain only 1 or 2 physical servers which are capable of managing 1000 virtual machines. Okay, so here 1000 machines you can eradicate them. If you have only 1 or 2 physical servers which are capable of creating 1000 virtual machines, then the space required to put this particular 2 physical machines is very less when compared to 1000 machines, right? As anyhow, the ultimate goal is, right, you need to manage 1000 machines, whether it is physical or virtual, no problem. Virtual is very important, very good when compared to physical. So if you have just 1 or 2 physical servers which are capable of managing 1000 virtual machines, ante guys look at the screen, these particular 1 or 2 physical machines which are capable of managing 1000 virtual machines, if that has the capability, then the space required to these 2 machines is very less, right? Okay, 2 machines పెట్టాలంటే ఇంత చాలు. They don't require the whole room. So only that particular space occupied by 2 machines will be charged. You can create 1000 machines on top of them. You understood the second one? I mean third one, space can be consumed. And space, the amount of space paid for that particular space occupied by your servers is very less when compared to physical. Okay. Next is your power consumption. How do the servers run?
because of power.
If you if that particular servers are provided with power supply, then only they will be able to run, right? My laptop is working only because of the power that is provided. Understood, guys?
Yes, sir.
Power left with it?
No.
No, right? So the power provided to 1,000 physical servers is more when compared to power provided to physical servers.
It will be less.
అన్న 1,000 physical servers ki power supply provide చేయాలంటే each system is taking 2 kilowatt. Each system is taking 2 kilowatt. 1,000 into 2,000 kilowatt power is required. అదే 2 physical servers ki 4 2 physical machines 2 kilowatt each. What kilowatt power supply is used. Okay, 4 kilowatt ekkada 2,000 kilowatt ekkada negligible, right? Here the power is completely reduced. So all these comes under advantages. The cost can be reduced by minimizing the physical servers, and you can also upgrade the resources RAM CPU of your virtual machine freely. The resources can be reduced if you manage all those physical servers as virtual machines under a single place. You can easily identify which server is having critical alert, and you can easily troubleshoot it. Space, instead of putting all these physical servers into one room, if you manage those physical servers as virtual machines by making use of 1 or 2 physical server, the space required for 2 physical servers is very less when compared to 1,000 servers. Power supply provided to 1,000 physical servers is more when compared to the power supply to 2 or 3 physical machines. So all these 4 comes under the advantages. So whenever the interviewer or someone asks you, why are we making use of this virtualization? You have to tell these particular 4 advantages. Very, very, very important. Now we understood what is virtualization, what is a client, what is a server, what is a physical machine, what is a virtual machine, what are the different types of client operating systems, what are different types of server operating systems, and what are the advantages of virtualization. Guys, understood? Naresh, Yakub?
Yes.
Okay, any queries till now? We discussed what is virtualization, what are the advantages of virtualization, what is a client, what is a server, different client operating systems, different server operating systems. Now comes your main part. This is just a basic. Everyone should know this. Now comes your virtualization types. What are the different types of virtualizations do we have? Okay, you people might not be having this knowledge. What are the different types of virtualization? First one is server virtualization. I'll put you in an Excel sheet here. That will be better. Or I'll draw a table. See my screen. Okay, one is, so what are different types of virtualization? Server virtualization, desktop virtualization, application virtualization. Guys, these are the 3 types of virtualizations we have in the market. Okay, understood, guys? So what is server virtualization, what is desktop virtualization, application virtualization? You have to know what is server virtualization is. Server virtualization is a technology which is used to create only one operating system at a time, and that too you can install only one server operating system on top of it. Server virtualization, I have a notes with me, I'll be sharing with you. Okay, server virtualization is a technology which is used to create only one machine and with only one OS on top of it. Desktop virtualization. Desktop virtualization is a technology which is used to create multiple virtual machines same OS on top of it. Application virtualization is used to publish same application to multiple users. Guys, try to understand here. Very important. What are the different types of virtualizations? These are completely different types of virtualization. These are different types of virtualizations. Server virtualization, desktop virtualization, application virtualization. Server virtualization is a technology which is used to create one machine and with one server operating system on top of it. So guys, using the server virtualization, I am telling you, you can create only one machine. And a virtual machine, Anna. You can always remember there is no physical house. You can create one virtual machine at a time using server virtualization technology, and you can install only one server operating system at a time. Try to understand. Okay, sorry. You can create one virtual machine and install one server operating system. Adain tarvata you can create another virtual machine and install another server operating system. Ante ila untadi annamata. So you create one virtual machine with, let's say, what are the different server operating system do we have? Jacob, Naresh, tell me. Let's say I am installing Windows 2008 R2. Okay, one virtual machine and I am installing Windows 2008 R2 on top of it. Idain tarvata you can create another virtual machine with Windows 2012. You create another virtual machine. You create Windows 2016. You create another virtual machine and install only Windows RHEL 5.5. You create another virtual machine with SUSE Linux. Like this, you can create one virtual machine and install one server operating system. 2008 R2, you create another virtual machine and install 2012. You create another virtual machine and install 2016. Like this, you can create another virtual machine, install RHEL, Linux operating systems. You are creating the virtual machines one at a time and installing one operating system at a time. Guys, try to understand here. This is with the help of what? Server virtualization. Server virtualization is a technology which is used to create one operating system and one virtual machine at a time, like this. Okay, we make use of this server virtualization to mainly make use of this particular server operating system, not the clients. అన్న అర్థమైందా సర్వర్ వర్చువలైజేషన్ అంటే ఏంటో? అంటే ఒక వర్చువల్ మెషిన్ క్రియేట్ చేసి దాంట్లో సర్వర్ ఆపరేషన్ ఒకటి అయిన తర్వాత నెక్స్ట్ వన్స్ దిస్ ఇస్ డన్ అనదర్ ఫోర్త్ ఫిఫ్త్ లైక్ దిస్ యూ కెన్ ఇన్స్టాల్ one by one with multiple operating systems. Different operating systems can be installed on single virtual machine with the help of server virtualization.
It is done with 2008 R2. Again, we can do it with R2.
You need to create another virtual machine and install another 2008 R2. You can create same virtual machine with same OS on different virtual machines. Okay, this is the beauty of virtualization here. On a single physical server, you can install multiple operating systems. I'll tell you what the server is in the coming on. But as of now, you understood what is server virtualization, right? It is a technology which is used to create one physical machine, one virtual machine, and with only one operating system. One operating system. Okay. Next is your client operating systems or desktop virtualization. Desktop virtualization, you can create 10 virtual machines. You can create 10 virtual machines and you can install 10 operating systems. 10 operating systems,
Open.
but with same 10 same OS. You cannot install different operating systems on 10 virtual machines at a time. Try to understand the difference here. Very important. Desktop virtualization is used to create multiple virtual machines. 10 virtual machines are multiple, right? I am going to create 10 virtual machines at a time. ఒకటేసారి 10 క్రియేట్ అవుతుంటాయి. ఆ 10 వర్చువల్ మిషన్స్ లో ఒకటేసారి ఆపరేటింగ్ సిస్టమ్ ఇన్స్టాల్ అయిపోతుంటుంది with the help of desktop virtualization. Let's say for example Windows 7. Windows 7. So Windows 7 can be installed on 10 virtual machines at a time. ఒకటేసారి. The time taken to create one virtual machine and install 2008 R2 using server virtualization will be same time taken to install Windows 7 on 10 virtual machines in desktop virtualization. Try to understand the time taken to install a single server OS will be same as the time taken to install client OS on 10 VMs. Is very important. Time taken అంటే ఇక్కడ ఒక వర్చువల్ మిషన్ 2008 R2 ఇన్స్టాల్ చేయాలంటే 15 minutes పడుతుంది. 15 to 20 minutes. ఆ 15 to 20 minutes లో all these 10 VMs can be deployed with Windows 7. Okay, understood. But server virtualization is used for only server OS here. Desktop virtualization is used for desktop OS. Okay, ఇక్కడ ఒకటే వర్చువల్ మిషన్ క్రియేట్ చేస్తున్నాం and we are installing only one server OS. Here we are creating 10 virtual machines and installing same operating system on all those 10 machines. You understood now? What is server virtualization? What is desktop virtualization? You understood the difference as well, right? Server virtualization is used where? ఎక్కడ యూజ్ చేస్తాం? ఆన్ సర్వర్. ఓకే, సర్వర్ ఓఎస్ ఎప్పుడు యూజ్ చేస్తాం? టు ప్రొవైడ్ రిక్వెస్ట్ టు మల్టిపుల్ క్లయింట్స్. వాట్ ఇస్ ద ఎగ్జాంపుల్స్? Guys, what do you install on top of your server? Do you install games? Games install చేస్తారా server లో? What do you install? Applications. ఇంకా మెయిన్ యూజ్ ఆఫ్ సర్వర్ రోల్స్ ఏంటి? సర్వర్ రోల్స్ softwares fine, that can be done on desktops and servers as well, but what is the main difference? Every time remember, we call it as a server because we are going to install the Active Directory services and DHCP services and DNS. అర్థమవుతుందా? ఇవి ఎప్పుడైనా విన్నారా అన్న? మీ బీటెక్ లో ఉన్నాయి ఆల్రెడీ. Don't say that you never heard of this particular words. Guys, Jakob, Naresh, you ever heard of these words? Guys, tell me yes or no, I'll tell you what are this. Jakob, you there? Hello? Jakob? Hello? Naresh, you there? Amen. Yeah. దీన్ని నెట్ రావాలా? ఆల్రెడీ ఉంది కదా ఇక్కడ. Hello? Hello? Yeah, Naresh and Yakub, able to hear my voice? Hello? Guys? Guys, able to hear my voice? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
It's I think it's yeah. I'm getting lost slowly. Like
It got
network issue or something.
it got disconnected in between just 1 minute back, so it got resumed. So guys, you people to hear my voice now? Hello? Naresh, I think there's some problem with you, I guess, yeah, from your end. As Yakub able to hear my voice clearly. Is that so? Yakub, please confirm. Guys, please confirm. Able to see my screen?
Is there something is
Some
happening?
disturbance. Yes, yes.
You are able to see my screen, right? Hello?
Yes.
Okay. So able to hear my voice now? Just put it as in the text box. Yes or no? Okay, guys. You there? Naresh and Yakub? Outline.
Friendly hacker.
Call it. Save it. Yakub, how about now? Is my voice audible? Headphones no. mic ఉందా వాళ్ళిద్దరు నెంబర్ చెప్పారు
Yes.
so it is clear right now okay can I have your mobile number so that I can call you on your mobiles Sixteen.
126
Hmm.
09.
Yakub da. Answer the call, Yakub. I am calling you. Yakub, do you have that Naresh number in the can you please conference him on the call? Okay, Naresh, do you have your number? Can you please text me here on the chat window
Yeah, yeah, sure.
so that I will loop you in the conference call with the Yakub, and you are able to see the screen, right, Yakub? Okay, so I'll put the screen as like this, but the audio I'll be putting it over there. Okay, Naresh, I'll be conferencing you. You can mute here.
Okay.
Naresh, వినబడుతుందా?
Hello. Okay. Yeah, now it's okay.
Okay. So guys, you people put on mute on this particular conference, go to meeting. So I'll be speaking on this particular mobile through audio, and I'll be sharing the screen. Okay. Okay. So guys, just are you able to see my screen now?
Yes.
I want the response from both of you, Yakub and Naresh. So the voice is audible, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. The screen is also visible now.
Yeah, it is.
Okay. So till what point you have been with me? This thing that I have to repeat, right? Server, Active Directory Services, DHCP, DNS.
Can repeat, sir.
Okay, you understood till now, right? Till now, this what is server virtualization? What is desktop virtualization? Yakub and Naresh,
Can you repeat again, sir?
you understood this point, right? Server virtualization, desktop virtualization.
Yes, only this part.
Okay, so you understood what is server virtualization, what is desktop virtualization. I am repeating it again. Server virtualization is a technology which is used to create one virtual machine with 2008 R2 server operating system, or 2012, 2016, or Red Hat 5.5. Any kind of server operating system you can install on top of one virtual machine at a time. But desktop virtualization, ఒకటేసారి నాకు 10 వర్చువల్ మెషిన్స్ లో విండోస్ 7 కావాలి, ఆర్ ఒకటేసారి నాకు 10 వర్చువల్ మెషిన్స్ లో విండోస్ 8 or Windows 10. Then we can make use of desktop virtualization. So multiple mass deployment of virtual machines can be done with the help of desktop virtualization, but only one virtual machine with only one server virtualization, server OS will be done with the help of server virtualization. Understood? Okay. Now, అసలు మనం సర్వర్ అని ఎందుకు అంటున్నాం వాటిని? Why are we calling it as server? Is mainly because of the three roles. Whatever the roles that I am mentioned here, Active Directory Services, DHCP, DNS, these three roles can be installed only on a server. These cannot be installed on desktops. Windows 7 or Windows 8 లో ఎప్పుడైనా చూసారా ఇవి? No, right? You install this Active Directory, DHCP, DNS only on the servers, not on the desktops. That's why we call it as a server. We have to know what is AD. AD is nothing but Active Directory. ఎప్పుడైనా విన్నారా AD అంటే? విన్నారు కదా ఇప్పుడు ఏదో ఒక వర్డ్ అయితే విన్నారు కదా. సో వాట్ ఈస్ ద మెయిన్ యూజ్ ఆఫ్ AD?
ఫైల్స్ ని ఏ లొకేషన్
ఓకే. No, I'll tell you what is this particular Active Directory is. Active Directory is mainly responsible for authenticating the users, right? Authenticating the users in the sense like you are typing a username and password on top of your Facebook account or somewhere. Anything it requires username password, right? Facebook.com or any website, Google or Gmail, anything. Where are these particular credentials are being authenticated in the background? It is in the Active Directory, because Active Directory stores the usernames and passwords of the users. Whenever you are registering for any application, Gmail, YouTube, any kind of Google Drive or any kind of account, whatever the username and password that you are mentioning over there, all these details are going to be mentioned or stored inside your Active Directory. So it is going to authenticate your credentials when you are trying to log into the particular server or particular application. So the Active Directory main responsibility is used to authenticate the users. Understood now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, understood now? So where are you going to create these users? On the Active Directory. Where are you going to install this role on? Active Directory role? On the server also. Anna server lo install chestam. Desktop lo install cheyam Active Directory role. Okay? Next is your services, DHCP services. DHCP అంటే ఏంటి? Dynamic Host Configuration Protocol. Any idea about this DHCP, right, guys? Dynamic Host Configuration Protocol. How do you access the? I'll tell you. How do you access the internet from your systems? Through IP address, right? Where are you getting this particular IP address from? Yeah. So you access this particular. Yeah, you access the servers. I mean, you access this particular websites with the help of the host names or IP address. But I am telling you, I am asking you, how does this particular systems on your home getting the internet from? Allows on the internet. Internet provider provides, sir, internet. So you need to have an IP address, right, to identify your system uniquely in the whole network. Whole network లో మీకు ఒక సిస్టమ్ కి ఒక IP address ఉండాలి కంపల్సరీ. ఉంటేనే they can recognize you. Without the IP address, how can they or how can you people access the internet, right?
Actually, I think there might be a network issue. I think we are not able to hear your voice clearly.
How about now? Is it audible now? Naresh or Yakub? Naresh, able to hear my voice? నరేష్ ఇప్పుడు మొబైల్లోనే ఉన్నారు కదా మీరు? యాకూబ్ వినబడుతుందా? ఓకే ఓకే ఓకే, ఇప్పుడు వినబడుతుంది కదా? ఓకే, సో ఇప్పుడు స్క్రీన్ కనబడుతుంది కదా? సో ఇప్పుడు యాక్టివ్ డైరెక్టరీ అంటే ఆథెంటికేటింగ్ ద యూజర్స్. డిహెచ్సిపి అంటే ఏంటంటే ఒక సిస్టమ్, ఐ మీన్ ఇఫ్ దెర్ ఆర్ 1000 సిస్టమ్స్, ఇన్ ఆర్డర్ టు get the IP address for all those 1000 systems, what do we require? ఎక్కడి నుంచి వస్తుంది IP address? ఫస్ట్ IP address రావాలి కదా నెట్వర్క్ లో ఉండాలంటే. IP address, all those IP address are going to be provided by the DHCP server. అర్థమైందా? సో ఇప్పుడు ఒక 1000 సిస్టమ్స్ ఉన్నాయి నెట్వర్క్ లో. ఒక సిస్టమ్ లో, ఒక ల్యాబ్ లో 1000 ఉన్నాయి సిస్టమ్స్. ఆ 1000 సిస్టమ్స్ కి IP అడ్రస్ కావాలి. వేర్ ఆర్ దిస్ IP address are going to be provided from the DHCP. So DHCP is installed on where? Server itself. Next is your DNS. So DNS అంటే ఏంటి? You are typing www.youtube.com. So the domain name, that is called as a domain name, that is going to be resolved background to IP address, and it will be reflecting to the server. It will be hitting the server. So the domain name to IP address, the IP address to domain name. Resolution can be done with the help of DNS. So this DNS role can also be installed only on a server. అర్థమైందా? So these kind of 3 services are going to be provided only by a server. Understood? So desktop lo install chestama manam these roles? We do not. We do not install these particular roles on a desktop. We install this only on the server. That's why we call it as a server. Main difference between desktop and server. Ippudu, now we have to know what is the difference between this particular server virtualization, desktop virtualization, and application virtualization. You understood what is server virtualization, desktop virtualization, right? What is application virtualization? Is very important. Is used to publish multiple applications to multiple users. This first advantage. Second, no need to purchase the application. Third, no need to renew the license. Fourth, no need to troubleshoot. Fifth and most important is how much amount time that you are making use of this application. Only for that much amount of time you will be asked to pay the amount. Guys, these are the main advantages of application virtualization. Guys, able to hear my voice, right? Okay, so the screen you are not able to see, right? Naresh? The audio is clear, right? Just hold on a minute. వైఫై కనెక్ట్ జియో ఇది కనెక్ట్ నెట్ వస్తుంది కానీ మరి ఇది స్లోగా ఉండటం వల్ల కూడా నెట్ స్లో ఉండండి కొంచెం వైఫై కనెక్ట్ ఇది చేసి ఇది కనెక్ట్ చేయండి జియో కనెక్ట్ ఇది కనెక్ట్ చేయండి జియో కనెక్ట్ చేయండి Okay, guys, able to hear my voice now? Yakub? Naresh? How about the screen? So is it visible? Okay, just let me know once you are able to see the screen. Screen convert na? Okay. Okay, so now, we discuss what is server virtualization, desktop virtualization, and application virtualization, right? So these are the advantages of application virtualization. First advantage is publish multiple applications to multiple users. You understood here? First point. So what is the meaning of this publishing is, let's say for example, I require, or with myself, you people also require some applications. I want to open a Excel sheet. You want to open a Word. You want to make some presentation, and you want to open one PDF document, and some other person want to play a movie. For all these things, they require, one is Word, MS Word, and one is PowerPoint, Excel, VLC player, Acrobat reader. Like this, different users require different applications. What happens at your home? You directly go to the internet, you download it and use it for usage, right? But in the organizations, will it happen? No. Whenever you require any kind of application, you have to request the application administrator. Application administrator will publish the applications, multiple applications to multiple users. That application administrator is going to install the MS Office package on a server. He is going to install the Acrobat reader on his server. He is going to install a VLC player on his server itself. But he will be publishing the icons to you. They will be publishing the .exe files to you people, so that whenever you want any kind of application, you click that particular application, it will be launching on top of your desktop. Okay? Yes. So what is the application administrator responsibility here? To publish multiple applications. Okay? First advantage is Is the meaning of application administrators, application virtualization. What is the first advantage? Are the users involved in purchasing the application? మీరు ఏమైనా డబ్బులు పెట్టి పే చేస్తున్నారా? You are not purchasing any application, right? So you are not using any amount to purchase the application. You are making use of this application freely. Second advantage, no need to renew the license. And for 1 year it will work fine. After 1 year, it will be asked to put in a key, license key, right? A application and ante kada. So you don't have to purchase any license keys. You don't have to renew any license key. Third thing, no need to troubleshoot. And if that application is not working, if you are not able to launch a Word or presentation, PPT or Acrobat Reader, it is saying something. So are you involved in reinstalling or troubleshooting, deleting or something like that? No. You have to just lodge a case with the application administrator. They will be looking into it. This is the third advantage. Fourth important is, for how much amount of time that you are making use of this application for, only for that much amount of time you will be paid for. I mean, you will be asked to pay for. అంటే ఒక 5 minutes వర్డ్ యూజ్ చేసుకున్నాం అంతే 5 minutes కి పే చేయాలి. ఆర్ మూవీ ఒక 1 hour చూసావు అంతే 1 hour కి పే చేయాలి. You don't have to pay the amount for the whole application. That is not all required. ఎంత యూజ్ చేస్తావు అంతే బెటర్. So these are the 4 advantages of application virtualization. Guys, you understood these are the advantages? Okay. So now, who is going to provide these virtualizations in the market now? Who is going to provide? Server virtualization is provided by whom? Desktop virtualization is provided by whom? Application virtualization is provided by whom? Who are they? Is we have different vendors in the market. So server virtualization is provided by VMware, Citrix, Microsoft and Red Hat. These 4 are the organizations or the companies or the vendors. More saying, these 4 are the vendors, organizations or the vendors who are going to provide these 3 types of virtualization technology in the market. ఇవి 4 ఉన్నాయన్న 4 companies ఉన్నాయి as of now. Okay. So server virtualization is provided by VMware. With what server? Physical servers అని చెప్పాను కదా. So this is the physical server. This is the physical server, using which you can create multiple virtual machines. You can manage multiple virtual machines. You can install any type of operating system on top of a virtual machine. What is the responsibility here? ESX or ESXi is responsible for creating multiple virtual machines, upgrade multiple virtual machines, and deploy OS on multiple users. So ESX or the ESXi stands for Elastic Skynet X, Elastic Skynet X and integrated. This is a physical. One second. ఇప్పుడు కనబడుతుందా? Okay, once again. ఇప్పుడు చూడండి, now you should be able to see the screen. కనబడుతుందా? Underneath, no need to renew the license, no need to troubleshoot. Underneath, how much amount of time, అది కనబడుతుందా లైన్? దాని కింద ESX or ESXi elastics, దాని కింద ఇవి రాలేదా 4 పాయింట్స్?
జియో సిగ్నల్ యాక్సెస్
నిమిషం స్టాప్ చేస్తున్నా స్క్రీన్, మళ్ళీ ప్రజెంట్ చేస్తున్నా విధంగా. Okay, now just let me know if you are able to see the screen. I have stopped it actually. I stopped it and represented. కనబడుతుందా? థర్టీ లైన్. ఇప్పుడు నేను ఇప్పుడు చూడండి, యాకూబ్ మీది 36. ఓకే, 38 to 41 లైన్స్ కనబడ్డప్పుడు చెప్పండి. కనబడుతుందా? ఇప్పుడు స్క్రీన్ మూవ్ అవుతుందా? నేను నోట్ ప్యాడ్ ఓపెన్ చేసా, హంగ్ అయిపోయిందా? మీకు నరేష్? You are able to see the 38 to 41 lines, right? Okay. సో ఒక్కసారి 27 లైన్ చూడండి, కనబడుతుందా? సో హియర్ సబ్ వర్చువలైజేషన్, డెస్క్టాప్ వర్చువలైజేషన్, అప్లికేషన్ వర్చువలైజేషన్ ఎవరెవరు ప్రొవైడ్ చేస్తున్నారు మనకి? Who are the vendors or who are the organizations that is providing this kind of virtualization is? From VMware we have Citrix, from Citrix we have GenServer, Microsoft, from Microsoft we have Hyper-V, Red Hat, from we have KVM. All these are the servers using which we can create multiple virtual machines, deploy operating systems and upgrade the multiple virtual machines. వినబడుతుందా? Okay, no lagging and no stacking of sessions, right? So server virtualization is provided by VMware with the help of which server? ESXi. So it is also, server virtualization is also provided by Citrix with the help of GenServer. Server virtualization is also provided by Microsoft with the help of Hyper-V server, and server virtualization is also provided by Red Hat with the help of KVM server. Okay, ఇవన్నీ 4 servers అన్నమాట, using which we can create multiple virtual machines and using which we can upgrade multiple virtual machines. అంటే CPU, RAM ఇవన్నీ ఉన్నాయి కదా, so you can easily add them, upgrade them with the help of this server virtualization technology, with the help of these servers: ESXi, GenServer, Hyper-V and KVM. And also it is used to deploy the operating system on multiple virtual machines. Okay, so server virtualization is provided by these 4 vendors. Also desktop virtualization is provided by 4 vendors. What are they? From VMware, the desktop virtualization is Horizon View. Citrix, they are providing the desktop virtualization with the help of ZenDesktop. Microsoft, they are providing with the help of VDI. And Red Hat, there is no desktop virtualization. Same application virtualization from VMware, ThinApp, some Citrix, GenApp, Microsoft, AppV, Red Hat, there is no application virtualization. So EV, different types of servers providing different types of virtualization technologies. by VMware, Citrix, Microsoft, and Red Hat. Guys, where is this VMware comes into picture here? And we are going to discuss only this part, ESX or ESXi. All these are different technologies. So we are going to discuss VMware, ESX or ESX. So you understood now what is VMware and how this particular VMware come into picture, and what is ESXi is used to create, upgrade and deploy any kind of operating system on top of your virtual machines. So you understood today, guys? So what we discussed till now? First we discussed what is virtualization and what is a physical machine, what is a virtual machine, what are the different types of client operating systems, what are different types of server operating systems, client operating systems, server operating systems, and what are the different advantages of virtualization, correct, and what are the different types of virtualizations, and what is server virtualization, what is desktop, what is application, and we discussed different vendors responsible for providing this virtualization technologies, and what is an ESXi and what is it responsible for. Okay, guys, any doubts still here? This is just an introduction of what is virtualization, advantages, types of virtualization, and different vendors. So my course will tell you like this. Whatever we discuss, all these things will be explained to you in clear and along with the practical as well on the same day itself. Okay, so you people have the laptops in your place, right? Okay, so bring your laptops tomorrow. Okay, so what is the RAM configured on your systems? 8 GB is minimum, because 8 GB is minimum. So just bring in your laptops from tomorrow or day after tomorrow. After 2 to 3 days, I'll be starting with the installation of ESX. Just first 2 to 3 days, we'll be discussing the theory. What is it? You should have some glance idea of what is ESXi, virtual machines, and all these things. Okay, so guys, so as we did for today, tomorrow I am going to repeat this whole thing for 15 minutes so that you have some glance idea. And also at the end of my course, I am not like others. I will be helping you out throughout my life. Okay, whenever you get a job, whenever you are on your system in your organization, you can call me at any time. I'll resolve your issues, and you can ping me at any time. I'll be providing you the WhatsApp number. We'll be creating a group. If any kind of queries, just let me know. I'll be helping you. Okay, guys, understood? So there is no problem in providing the support to you people, but I want you people to respond. Okay, whenever I ask you, I mean, whatever the topic that I tell you, from that only I'll be asking you some queries, so that you'll have some revision type of work. Okay, and you don't have to panic for anything. You treat me as your friend, call me by name itself, I'll help you out, and I'll be providing you the notes to you, and at the end I'll be providing some interview questions, and as I work for the organization, I'll be showing you the real time as well at the end, but not now. So it will be around 25 days of duration. At the end, once we complete our course, I'll be showing you some real-time topics, and I'll be giving some real-time documents as well. No one will provide this kind of knowledge to you people. Okay, 7 to 8 years of experience knowledge that I'm going to provide you people. Okay, how about the troubleshooting steps, interview questions, how to crack the interview, how to resolve the issues. They'll ask you what is the critical issue that you resolved in. All these things I'll be helping you out. No problem in that. Okay, tomorrow I'll be bringing you the notes. You can take a Xerox of it, and you people I'll be sending you the soft copy. Okay, so you guys are clear today?
Yes.
Just go through the notes. Okay, go through the notes. I'll ask them to share this particular to you, or else tomorrow once I come in, I'll send you the soft copy if they don't send out. Okay.
Yes.
You go through the notes, whatever I tell each and every day. On whichever day that I explain you the topics, you go through all these topics. Very easy. VMware is very easy. You don't have to have any prerequisite knowledge of any other technology or something like that, and no programming is involved. You need to know how to install, how to move the mouse cursor. That's it. There are some terminologies I'll tell you, and what questions will they ask you, I'll also tell you. Okay, because I am the person who takes the interviews from my organization. Okay, you don't have to panic, as you people have learned multiple technologies till now, but you will find this course as an interesting one. Okay, you found it interesting, something.
Yeah.
Got it, guys? Very simple, easy to understand. Hmm?
Yes.
Guys, Arjun, not Arjun, Yakub and Naresh. Okay, so there was some internal issue here, so it was resolved just now. I mean, it just got resolved just now. Okay, you won't find any kind of disturbances from tomorrow. Okay, so shall we end up the class then? Any queries or any kind of personal questions that you want to ask me, you can ask. Okay, first 10 minutes we discussed what is virtualization. You were there till this point. What is virtualization? You were there this point. What is virtualization? I explained this thing. Alright, it's been half an hour class actually. So what I'll do is like I'll repeat you tomorrow again. Okay, so that other people also will have some revision type of work.
They'll share the class. Recording class they will share.
Or else they will share the recording class as well. Go through it. Tomorrow anyhow I will be repeating the class. No problem in that. Okay? Okay, don't have to get panicked. Just ask me whatever the point that you are having doubt with. Okay, you can call me up anytime. This is my number, which I call you. Okay? Okay then, shall we end up or any other queries? Okay, thanks guys.